So year 9, some more mathswatch help here for you. Now you've got a park which is 50 by 80 and a circle in the middle with a diameter of 15. This is going to really help us. But step 1 is we do need to find the shortest distance from A to C across the parks, and obviously we have to use this path. So what we're going to want to work out is this length in blue plus half the circumference of this circle. So to earn 1 mark, we're going to use a squared plus b squared equals c squared because the right angle is here. This is the longest side. So let's do 50 squared plus 80 squared equals c squared. That's going to be 2,500, add 6,400 equals c squared. That's 8,900 equals c squared. We know we have to square root both sides to find c. So c now equals 94.34 meters to the decimal places. Now, this means this whole length, this whole diagonal, is 94.34. Now, if we minus the 15 from it, then we'll get the blue length and the blue length here. So 94.34 minus 15 equals 79.34 centimetres. That will get you a method mark. Your M1 is there. That could get you another method mark. Now the next bit that we've missed out is we've got the diameter of 15 and we need to remember what's the circumference of a circle. The circumference of a circle equals pi d. So we have to do, the diameter is 15, so 15 times pi, and we're going to divide that by 2 so that we get this, the length of this blue half. So 15 times shift pi divided by 2 equals 23.56 centimetres. Now what do you think we have to do? That's another M1 mark for you there. And the last step is going to be, I'm going to write that in blue so you can see, is adding this number and this number together. And then I'm just going to write that here. Six. 79.34 at 23.56. It's going to be equal 102.9 meters, and correction, all the working out is in meters. And that should be the shortest path. Yeah, this bit, add the half, the circumference, add that line there, and that one is done. Very nice. Now let's look at this one. You've got 3 circles inside the square, they're touching. The radius of each circle is 28 millimeters. Work out the area of the rectangle. So the radius, that's 28. That's going to be 28. And because of the diameter is double the radius, I can say that's 56. So step 1 is we've got the width now. So the width is 56, add 56 is 112 millimeters is the width of this square. That will get you an M1 mark for sure. So you're thinking skills. Now, we can't use this same skill going the other way to find the length of the square, or the height of the rectangle, I mean. But we know that is 28 up to there, because it's the radius. And we know from here to is 28 millimeters. Now, if we can, in red, get this height here, then that builds up our chances of answering this question. Essentially, you spot this, you can answer this question. It becomes very easy. And so we've got right angled triangle. Obviously, finding the hypotenuse, the longer side, doesn't help because we want this to be a straight line, so we need to find this length here. So we have 28, we've got 28 here, we need sorry, just got an email through, so that's distracted me. Right, so can you see this radius here is 28 and this radius here gives us 28. So if I take this red triangle out, you know you've got 28 here, and can you see these two radiuses fit perfectly? So that is 56. And from here, guys, you can probably really see what you need to do now. So you've got your a squared plus b squared equals c squared. This is your c squared. This is your c, this is your b, and this is your a. So you're going to have 56 squared minus the 28 squared is going to equal a squared. 56 squared minus 28 squared equals 2352 equals a squared. So we're going to square root those answers. A equals 48.5. That's millimeters. So that height or length is 48.5 millimeters. So to find the area, we just multiply these two. Equals 5,432 millimeters squared. If they want, that should be fine. There might be some rounding errors. They do want it to three significant figures, so that's got to be 5,430 millimeters squared. Right, that's kind of straightforward, hopefully for you guys. Now the last question, problem solving for Pythagoras. So you've all got the skills of Pythagoras, but to take you on to an extra level or another level, problem solving like this is going to help you with all your subjects and especially maths and in your careers as well. Now, you've got a square, and this is when you combine different skills. So we know this side and this side is x and x. This is applying different skills in maths and creating a formula. Now, we've got this circle here, it's got an area of 56 centimetres squared, that's its area. Oh, and it's the other way around, the square fits exactly inside the circle, so read the question properly. So here's a circle. That's the square x circle area equals 56 centimetres squared. This is a key bit of information, guys. Work out, so ignore that because I read the question incorrectly. Work out the value of x. Well, the value of x, we can use Pythagoras because if we find out the length of this diagonal, it's going to really help us find x. Now, this diagonal, can you see it fits inside a circle? Circle, area of a circle is pi r squared. And we know equals 56. Now, if we get the radius, that's going to give us half the length of the diagonal of the square and the radius of the circle, right? Once you spot that, this becomes easy. So we're going to divide by pi, divide by pi. So r squared equals 56 over pi. We want to square root both sides to find r. So r equals 56 divided by pi, square root the answer, 4.22. R equals 4.22. Now we're going to keep that, because what do we need to do to this answer? We need to double 4.22. 4.22 times 2 equals 8.44. That gives us the diagonal of the square. Now let's split that square into a right angle triangle, 8.44. So this is A, this is B, that's C. So we know that 8.44 squared actually equals x squared plus b squared, which is an x in this case. 8.44 squared equals 71.23. Now x squared add x squared, they're like terms, so that equals 2x squared. What do you think you need to do here? Just rearrange, divide by 2, divide by 2, so then you get x squared equals 35.615 here. I have rounded early. Maybe you can just use your answers in your calculator, the full answer, to make this perfect. But because we're rounding to 3 significant figures, hopefully this should still be correct without rounding errors. Now, last step is just to square root this to find x, both sides. Square root both sides. So square root answer. So x will equal 5.97 to 3 significant figures. Just in case this is cut out, the last line is square root 35.615 square root x squared. So remember, because we're squaring, x is going to actually equal plus or minus 5.97 to 3SF. But you can't have negative lengths, so x equals 5.97. Remember, you always get two solutions when you square root a squared number. Could be negative or positive. And that should be 5.97 centimetres. I have rounded, over-rounded, but this is the correct method, and hopefully this helps you with the homework, helps you with your problem solving, and this will really push your maths knowledge, problem solving and grades to another level. Hope that helps.